Speaking of lists, here's our list for tonight from tasteofcinema.com. The greatest character actresses of all time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know that I agree with many of their top 10
How
choices.
many are there on there?
Well, there's 30, but we'll go through the top 10.
Okay.
Well, can you give us the 20 first, like the bottom
I
20?
can.
And then...
I can after we go through the top 10.
Okay, all right.
Because I'm sure that a lot of people that we think are excluded from the top 10 will later on.
Appear. All right.
But who knows, because I haven't looked at it until just this moment. Okay, number 10. According to them, Lily Tomlin.
Okay.
Somebody that's not talked about enough. I've seen Lily Tomlin in concert. I saw her a couple of years ago in concert.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, she's great, but when I think of her great performances, really only one comes to mind, which is really just Nashville. That's the only one that really, I mean, I like her in other movies, but Nashville is
All of me, Flirting with the
Oh,
Devil,
she's great in that. Yes, she is.
9 to 5.
What about...
well, you know what? You could make
Woman?
a whole list. You could make a whole list of supporting actresses from Altman movies. So
yes,
this is one of them.
Yes, but yeah, I mean, but with Lily Tomlin specifically, you're right about All of Me, because that's a great co-lead there with Steve Martin. But and for some reason, I Heart Huckabees pops up.
Oh yeah.
But I really can't think of many more. I mean, what am I going to say? The Incredible Shrinking Woman? I'm not going to say that.
That is a great film. I'd only like to go back and watch that Stone, but
Shortcuts. She was with Tom Waits in Shortcuts. That was the.
Yeah, she was superb in that. Yeah,
they really enjoyed each other. She and Tom Waits. That was an interesting combination.
Yeah, yeah. You can tell that they really got along together.
Yeah,
and you feel that in that movie. Yeah.
Their number 9 is Maggie Smith.
I think that's a good choice.
That's a very good choice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's arguably playing one of the most popular characters on television right now.
Yeah,
and has been for the last 5 years. So that's a pretty amazing thing for a woman of her age. I don't know how old she is, but she's definitely probably the oldest major star on television now.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Number 8, Lily Taylor.
Well, I love Lily Taylor.
And she's great. I don't know if I call her she was at one. Yeah, it's really sad. A lot of these were at one time really prominent leading actresses. But okay, yeah, no, I agree with that. But I mean.
Yeah, right. I mean it's true. It's true. It's like after a while, you, especially for actresses, after they hit 40 or whatever, it's more difficult.
Yeah.
But Lily Taylor in Dogfight, that's all you need to say.
Dogfight and Household Saints and The Imposters and
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, early 90s, early 90s.
The Addiction. She was very
good. Oh
yeah,
she was great.
The Addiction.
But Dogfight is her absolute top.
That's her really, that's one of her greats, yeah.
Well, you can still play a lead role and be a character actor. I mean,
I agree.
But I agree with that. But it just seems like though that
she was never like an above the title. We're going to sell this movie on her name.
No, of course not. No. I mean, but she did put in some pretty strong leading performances though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they I mean she was crafted in that. I mean there was a time there where it looked like, oh, they're going to make her into I mean, remember she was in the remake of The Haunting?
The Haunting that was going to be big, and then remember a couple of years before that, when I Shot Andy Warhol was going to be. Remember Roger Ebert was on Oprah. Remember Roger Ebert was on Oprah saying she will go very far.
When he
and
The Conjuring. So she did both The Haunting and The Conjuring. I mean,
The Conjuring I think is a better movie.
But number 7 is Judy Davis, Woody Allen's favorite actress.
But again, she was a lead for a little while. I mean, in Passage to India, My Brilliant Career.
My Brilliant Career was going
and
to
then
make her
later on,
was she in Starstruck? She wasn't in Starstruck, was she? No, she wasn't.
I never saw that movie, so I can't remember.
That's another Gillian Armstrong film, but no, but she was good. She was also good in Children of the Revolution. She was in a lot of great, and then Woody Allen has really one of the great directors has really used her to awesome effect. But I guess she is I would put her on the list. She definitely deserves to be on this list. She's a phenomenal actress.
Yeah, she is.
Number 6 is Judi Dench.
Yeah. She's a great actress, but I don't. Why I'm hemming and hawing is because I don't necessarily consider her a character actress. I just feel like she's
Judi Dench.
I don't know. I think we're messing around with the character actor. Maybe the idea of the character actor is different than their idea of the character actor is different from what I think.
I'm getting that impression.
Yeah. So I love her and everything, but I think she's just an actress. She's really a lead actress, just who occasionally does supporting roles.
Okay, number 5 is Diane Wiest.
Another great Woody Allen actress.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I wouldn't put her in the top 10. This is no. By the way, there have been no actors before 1980 who've done any work before 1985 mentioned on this list. So I know Judi Dench probably has, but
Judi Dench and Maggie Smith,
popular
and Lily Tomlin. So three of the five. Three of the five that I've mentioned have.
But there's no, nobody's mentioning Margaret Dumont or Thelma Ritter but you know what I'm saying. Okay, go ahead.
Number four, Helena Bonham Carter.
A character actress? She's not a character actress. She's become one like when she's gotten older because they don't give lead parts to older actresses, but she's not a character actress. She's a lead actress. It's like putting Meryl Streep. Are you going to put Meryl Streep? Is this person going to put Meryl Streep in the character actor?
No, because Meryl Streep is above the title in every single movie that she does.
Yeah, but this is not an issue of being. Well, I mean,
maybe it is though.
Okay.
I mean,
right.
I think people categorize character actors as anyone except Tom Cruise. That kind of thing. If you want to be honest about it.
Wait, is Tom Cruise a character actor?
Anybody who's never had, but Helena Bonham Carter has had her name above the title a number of times. So I don't know.
I don't know if anyone races to see a movie because I think you're either a box office draw or you're a character actor. I think that's what they're thinking. Number 3 is Frances McDormand.
I guess so.
I guess, but there have been a lot of great. God, she's won a Best Actress Oscar and everything, but yeah.
Yeah,
because she's an actress.
I know.
And she plays characters. She does not play her type. I mean, she doesn't play we need a Frances McDormand type, or it's not saying we need a Tom Cruise type.
I know what you're saying. I know.
Number
2 is Thelma Ritter.
Okay, well, at least they got that right. I mean, so she is one of the great. She's possibly the greatest character actress because she's somebody who was nominated for a supporting actress Oscar 6 or 7 times in great movies, and then you see something like her in something like Rear Window, and she's like, you're like, oh man, she's great. Was she nominated for this? No, because it's the kind of thing she could do in her sleep.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know that our definition of character actors is different, but because our idea of character actors are the faces that you see pop up in a million different movies. And they're like old friends.
Maybe you don't really know their name.
Everything. Yes.
Yeah, you don't really know their name.
But it's almost an insulting term because all actors like to think that they play characters. So what the fuck is a character actor, you know?
It's true. It is an insulting term. But it really should be a term that's reserved for those people that you see, oh, you have to point at the person, the actor, when you're watching the movie. You have to, if you're watching it with a bunch of people, at least one person has to point at the screen and go, "Oh my God, that guy is in it," but they don't know who that guy is. What's that guy's name? Oh, this guy's in everything, but I would have no idea. Or like somebody that you would see on the street, and you would go, "God, I feel like I know you, but I don't even know your name or whatever."
Right.
That kind of person. See, if you saw Judi Dench in the street, you would absolutely fucking know that it was Judi Dench. Same thing with Helena Bonham Carter. Same thing, maybe even with probably most of this list. Lily Tomlin, if you saw Lily Tomlin in the street, you would fucking know that was fucking Lily Tomlin. But if you fucking saw, like, Frances Sternhagen on the street, you'd be like, shit, it feels like I've seen you before, but I don't really know your name.
Number one.
Yes.
According to Taste of Cinema, best character actresses of all time. Their number one is Tilda Swinton.
Well, yeah, she's great.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, she's great.
And she is somebody who, well, I don't know. Again, I think if you saw Tilda Swinton in the street, I think you would probably know.
You think it was David Bowie? Yeah.
Yeah,
I do think, like we said, she should be in I Was There for, the movie about David Bowie. She could play David Bowie. There's no doubt about it.
They should get her to play David Bowie if they do a David Bowie movie. They should do that.
First choice.
That's true. Yeah. That's absolutely true. Okay, there are other actresses that they list on here. Elsa Lanchester.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Jane Lynch. Maria. Maria Ospinskaya?
Maria Ospinskaya, yeah. Because she's in The Wolfman, that's why they...
Sally Hawkins.
Nobody can... Who else?
Sally Hawkins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
She's good.
What if one of Mike Lee's favorite actresses, and you're just like, oh, she's good.
You know what? Good, I mean, there's tons of actresses, that he works with that are just as good. So it's like it's
Dean, you should check out. I usually don't recommend this guy's interviews, but you should check out the David Poland's interview with Mike Lee, the DP30 interviews that he does.
Oh.
It's very good. It's a 39-minute interview with him, and he's very good in it.
Okay.
Number 16, Catherine O'Hara.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Imelda Staunton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another great Mike Lee.
Angela Lansbury.
Yeah.
Madeline Kahn.
Oh,
I think that's a great choice. I would definitely put her.
I would put her higher, actually, but
much higher. Yeah.
Shelley Duvall.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I never really.
Where is Shelley Duvall, by the way? I mean,
I can tell you, but I have to kill you. No,
okay. Right,
you know what?
Cool.
I know her home address because I was desperately trying to get her for our Shining show.
Right.
So I actually ended up mailing an interview request not only directly to her, but also to her neighbors.
Wow.
And the last time she was in the press, she was digging holes in her backyard thinking that aliens were going to come get her. Oh, she's gone off the deep end. She's living in Texas, and people say she's a bit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my problem with Shelley Duvall is I don't believe her career really spans a really long period. I really think it only goes from like maybe 71, 72 to about 82, 83 or something. So it's like she was a very specific actress.
Mm-hmm.
Joan Cusack, Ruth Gordon.
Oh yeah.
I think Ruth Gordon's definitely a great one. Yeah.
Yes.
Mary Woronov.
I mean, she's a cult actress and everything, but I never thought that she was one of the greats.
June Squibb.
No.
Cloris Leachman.
On one performance?
Well, about Schmidt, Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those two performances.
Cloris Leachman.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's interesting.
God, that's the one interview I've done with a person that was the most out of it. I mean, that was the hardest.
Really?
Her mind was like elsewhere. I'm not saying that she was like Alzheimer's or anything. I'm saying that she was just, her mind was so scattered. Like she was at 5 different places, and I was the last priority, even though she was on the phone with me. It was
right.
Natasha Lyonne.
Zero feelings about that performer.
Amanda Plummer.
I think she's terrific. I think she's really terrific, and I think that's one of the most creative choices in this list.
Yeah,
she's somebody that always enlivens a movie. I don't care if she's in it for just. She can be in it for like a minute, and she enlivens a movie. So yes, I would totally agree with that choice.
Catherine Hahn.
I don't even know who that is.
So
that's the perfect definition of a character actor. Who is that?
If she was walking down the street, you'd be like, I know that person.
Yes. Catherine Hahn. I got to look her up.
Afternoon Delight was the starring role.
Saturday Night Live, though.
Well, Jerry, you kept talking about Afternoon Delight last year.
Yeah,
that was her starring role.
And that was a lead role for her. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh. All right. Yeah.
Greta Gerwig.
She's not a character actress, though. She plays characters, but I don't know. I don't consider her a character actress. I consider her like somebody who's she's angling for leads in movies, I think. So.
And Whoopi Goldberg.
Nah. Nah, I would say for this list, I would say I think that they need to go back and watch a lot more older movies. Because where's Eve Arden, for instance, or oh God,
what about Gloria Graham or someone like that?
Yeah, Gloria Graham, that's a great one. Yeah, that's totally great character actress. So yeah, I mean, this is I mean, it's okay.
It's okay.
I was trying to come up with some choices in my mind. I'd have to think about that. Okay. Episode 2 of Tinseltown Tragedies has been up for about a week and a half. We've gotten a great response so far. Here's a couple of the responses. I love the podcast. I like the introduction of a new clue at the end. Chills, especially that moment where you stumbled upon the new clue. That was chilling. I love the soundscape of the show. You think you have a handle on it, but then you don't, in terms of the whole mystery of it. And the daughter of Krista Helm, she was 9 when her mom was murdered. She said, "Thank you so much for the fabulous, honest look into my mother's murder. You honored her life and death with grace and compassion." So if you haven't heard it yet, look it up. It's episode 2, Tinseltown Tragedies, Who Killed Krista Helm. It's a fascinating, multifaceted story that will aggravate the hell out of you because we're so close to an answer and yet so far.
No, I know, yeah.
I could not get any closer. Sorry, guys. And now we're doing George Reeves, and nobody wants to talk about him. Everybody's like, nobody knows what happened in the house that night, and so a couple of people I've approached have been reticent about talking about him. And I said, well, I'm not asking for a definitive answer from you. If did he shoot himself or did someone else kill him? I'm just asking, tell me about George Reeves. Who was he? Who was in the house that night? Who would have a motive to kill him? Was he depressed? Do you think that he would want to kill himself? But nobody wants to kind of go on record, even though they upkeep websites about him. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to come on our show to talk about it. But we do have one person that's written books about him. But anyway, it's interesting. Clearly, he was not faster than a speeding bullet.
So I have some other character actresses. How about Maureen Stapleton, or how about Agnes Moorehead, for God's sake.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I mean, like, seriously,
I have always been a huge champion of Moorehead.
Oh man, Mercedes McCambridge, or oh God, I'm sitting here looking through Hattie McDaniel. How about that for just for Gone with the Wind alone? Or Sylvia Miles, or
that's a good one.
Or Susan Terrell. How about that one? That's a pretty unusual one. Or Rita Moreno. Shit, I'm just looking through things really quickly here, but I mean, those are the kinds of kind of character actors, or Jane Darnell, even, like, going back to, like, Grapes of Wrath, which that's what she won her Oscar for, or there's just the people making these lists, they make them for a specific audience, and they make them for an audience. They make them for an audience that wants to feel like they know about movies. So they see the list, and then they're confirmed. Their own opinions are confirmed. They're more interested in being. The audience for this list is more interested in being confirmed than actually learning something new.